This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes, creators of the world's best repair manuals. Fix your car or truck the right way with our accurate and reliable information at your side. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete online manual at Haynes.com.
To relieve the fuel system pressure, remove the fuel filler cap to relieve any pressure inside the fuel tank, then reinstall it. Loosen the intake tube hose clamp at the throttle body, disconnect the intake air temperature sensor connector, undo the filter clips, then disconnect the intake tube and remove the air filter cover assembly. Open the fuse and relay box door, then locate and remove the fuel pump relay. Attempt to start the engine. It should cease running immediately. Turn the ignition switch to the off position. Loosen the air inlet tube hose clamp, then disconnect the inlet tube from the filter housing cover. Unlatch the filter cover retaining clips, then remove the cover and pull the filter out of the housing. Loosen the cable nut from the battery negative terminal, then disconnect the negative battery cable. Secure the cable aside to prevent accidental reconnection. Apply the handbrake. Chock the rear wheels to prevent the vehicle from rolling. Then raise the front of the car and support it on jack stands. Disconnect the vapor hose, loosen the screw on the fuel filler neck hose clamp, and disconnect the fuel filler neck hose from the fuel inlet pipe. Place a transmission jack or a floor jack under the fuel tank to support it. If you're going to use a floor jack, put a piece of plywood between the jack head and the tank to protect the tank. Disconnect the electrical connector for the fuel pump, fuel level sending unit, and for the leak detection pump. Also disconnect the EV-AP line and the quick connect fitting for the fuel supply hose. Remove the bolts that secure the fuel tank straps. Carefully lower the fuel tank from the vehicle. Lift off the protective cover, then clean the area surrounding the top of the pump with compressed air. Disconnect the electrical connector, then disconnect the fuel supply line. Before removing the fuel pump module, make an alignment mark on top of the fuel tank right underneath the fuel outlet pipe. This mark ensures that the fuel pump module will be correctly realigned when installed again. Unscrew the fuel pump module lock nut with a pair of large water pump pliers or a similar tool to grip the notches. Carefully withdraw the fuel pump module from the fuel tank. Make sure that you don't damage the fuel pump filter or bend the sending unit float arm. Examine the pump seal and replace it if necessary before installing the pump. Install the pump into the tank in the correct direction, again taking care not to damage the float arm. Align the outlet tube with the alignment mark, seat the pump flange completely, then install the lock nut. Tighten the lock nut securely. Connect the fuel line fitting, then the electrical connector, and secure the connector locking tab. Place the protective cover securely onto the top of the fuel pump. Carefully raise the tank into position, taking care to avoid pinching any hoses or wires. Secure the tank with the straps and tighten the strap bolts securely. Reconnect all the noted electrical connectors, quick connect fittings, and hoses to the area around the fuel tank. Tightening any hose clamps securely. Lower the car to the ground. Unblock the wheels. Install the fuel pump relay to the fuse and relay box, then close the box cover. Install the air filter and filter cover. Secure the cover with the spring clips, connect the electrical connector to the intake tube, then tighten the hose clamp at the throttle body securely. Connect the negative cable to the negative terminal on the battery. Tighten the cable nut securely. Install the air filter into the housing. Install the filter housing cover. Secure the cover with the retaining clips. Connect the air inlet hose to the cover and tighten the hose clamp securely. Turn the ignition switch to the on position and allow the system to repressurize. Then start the engine and confirm that there are no fuel leaks.